I got it back up again, y'all. Okay. I don't know what's going on with my internet. I promise y'all. I used to have Spectrum, but now I upgraded to Google Fiber. I used to work for Time Warner, y'all. Yes, I used to work for Time Warner. I love Time Warner Cable, and it moved to Spectrum. And then after it moved to Spectrum, I fell off the bandwagon or whatever the case may be, and I went over to Google Fiber because it's pretty much underground cables. Excuse me, y'all know I'm from the country. Okay, yeah, I'm live back on YouTube again. Hey, y'all don't be mad at me because now y'all thinking that TikTok is my favorite. I'm listening, or YouTube is my favorite. I don't know. Okay, listen, I try not to play favorites. I try not to pick. Okay. All right. So, anyways, okay. So back to what I was saying, because I wasn't able to keep saying it on YouTube. It cut short. So, unfortunately, YouTube just got more information, and I can't really go back because I don't remember where I stopped off at, and to get you caught up. All right. So, anyways, I'm gonna talk about one more of my poems and how it was connected to my third eye awakening, and then I'm gonna stop there because I know this live is gonna go on too long if I don't. Okay. All right, hold on. Okay. Now this one right here, it might make you a little mad. So if you get raged easily, you might not want to watch this one. Okay, this one is called Weak. All right. So have you ever had somebody in your life call you soft or weak or inadequate or low confidence, or that wasn't a confident response, or you don't handle critiques well, or yada yada yada, like the list goes on and on? Have you ever had somebody that made you feel like inferior, or made you feel like you don't really know as much as they do because they do this and they do that, but you ain't doing nothing? You don't have to be doing a whole lot for people to respect you or care about you or spend a little time with you. Okay. I just wanted to get that out there. Okay. Because sometimes people feel like, oh, well, she ain't doing nothing or he ain't doing nothing. So I don't have to call them. I don't have to go by and see them. I don't have to, drop a good word or, y'all know what I'm talking about. Because some people, they only be around you when you're doing good. But what about when you're doing bad, y'all? What about when you at your lowest low? What about when you need somebody to encourage you and pull you through like one little slump? Because sometimes you can fall behind if you don't have like a really good support system. So that's why listen, I wrote this poem called Weak because somebody attacked me one time. They was like, "Oh, you weak. You will easily quit. You will easily give up if something bad happened to you." Because they saw me crying one day. They didn't even know why I was crying. They didn't even know why I was crying, but they just assumed that I was weak because I was crying. And I'm like, okay, first of all, my dad just died. And then I thought to myself, I was like, I ain't got to explain myself to nobody. I'm down and out, and you should be trying to uplift me, not kick me while I'm down. And you got so many people out here like that, y'all. They will sit up there and watch you go through a hard time and won't even help. You know what? And I would say, too, they won't even offer a kind word. And remember, like I was telling y'all the other day, it don't cost you a dime to say something kind. It don't cost you one dime. Hey, how you doing? Everything okay? You don't even have to offer to help. Sometimes you just, hey, you know what? Trouble don't last always. That's one of my favorite sayings. When somebody say that and I'm feeling down, I'm like, you know what? You're right. I can pull through. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be okay. All right. So, anyways. So I wrote this poem called Weak because I had so many moments where people took advantage of the fact that I was down. And I needed a poem that was going to lift me up when I was down. Because you can't always have poems that have smiles on it and greetings. You got to have some poems with pain in it. You got to have some moments where there's pain in your voice and pain going on all around you so you can pull through. So if you do get in a slump, you can read this type of poem right here. And it will get you fired up and make you say, you know what, I'm gonna get through this. So that's why I wrote this poem. It's called Weak. I'm kicking you out without a doubt. You are weak. I forbid you to speak. Stop holding on. You are not strong. You'll never be picked because this life is a trick. I guarantee you won't last long because your look is all wrong. That may be right, but I'm still going to fight. All these complaints make me live make me live with constraints. You know, when people complain and complain, it makes you live with constraints. And I love that part of this poem. I wrote this poem and I said, you know what? The only time I feel bound up is when I have people around me telling me I can't do something. Or you really think you can make a channel? Oh, you really think people gonna listen to you? Oh, you really think people gonna read your poetry? You're gonna have some haters, y'all. But when your third eye awakens, I promise you, you're gonna have all the energy and faith and extra confidence in yourself to do what you need to do. I promise you. Because I wasn't even that bold. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stumble on my words. I'm not gonna get anybody to listen to me. It's not gonna make sense to them. And then my third eye kicked in, was like, you know what? Then it wasn't meant for them. And they can go on to somebody else and hear the trash and the filth that's going on somebody else's channel. Or they can go and get some real knowledge. Because these words are gonna unlock the third eye in a lot of people. I've already seen it. Because I already told y'all, I said I can rewind back time and see what happens a long time ago, and I can fast forward time to see what happened when people read my poetry. Because even when I was at my market, I told this one person, I said, even if you don't buy my poem, just read it. Because that's the whole point of you having a book, to read it. My book is not available in the library because, you know, you got to go through different constraints and stuff like that. But I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying to get it there. Because then some people don't always have the money to go out and buy it, but they just need to hear it. If they just like me, all you need to do is hear it. And it's going to unlock those third eye, and you're going to be like, oh, it's over now. Let's go now. I wish somebody would say something to me now. Okay. All right. So now I'm writing my own tunes and I'm busting out this doom. It said, I will not hold my tongue. There's a new song that needs to be sung. Okay. I will not hold my tongue. Somebody needs to hear that, because there's a new song that needs to be sung. Somebody out here, you got a song in you. It's something new that you're supposed to be bringing to the world right now. Okay. This poem was made in a rush because I have competition to crush. Bow. Just like that. Just like that. Okay. I'm so serious. Like, y'all, listen. If you on my live and you tuned into my channel, it's for a reason. If you just heard that poem that I was, you know, a couple of poems that I was reading, you probably one of the ones that it's going to unlock. And whatever you came here to do, you're going to be on point. Your sword has just been sharpened. Okay. Whatever you've been thinking, I need to go ahead and do this. I need to go ahead and do this. And you've been holding off, go ahead and do it. I promise you, because your third eye is telling you it is time. No more waiting on somebody else. I'm just waiting till they, you know, do this or they do that. No, just start and keep going with it. I started this in 2020. Okay. The book did not even come out, on Amazon until 2024. Start right now, because this world is starting to change, y'all. Some people are opening their third eye and they're like, oh yeah, I can't tell everybody. Yes, you cannot tell everybody, because they are going to kill your dreams. They are going to kill the assignment you came here for. They're like, oh yeah, that's a new age. That's a cult. Don't get into that. You're not getting into an occult. Nobody said, like and subscribe. And if you don't, something bad going to happen to you. No, the third eye is an experience where the world is going to be elevated, okay, to a whole new plane. field. I said plane, but I meant to say playing field. It's gonna. What did I say the other day? The great equalizer. The great equalizer has come. And that's all I can say. I'm going to expound on that because I said I know I can't really say too much because some people are not ready. You can't push them too hard, okay? But the great equalizer is here. So now anybody can be rich. Anybody can be famous. Anybody can go out here and make a difference in this world. Remember that? What was that song, y'all? Waiting for the world to change. Y'all remember that song? It's time, y'all. I'm telling you, it's time right now. That's why when I wrote that poem, Free, I did not know the magnitude of that poem until now. Because yes, people are getting free to express what's truly on their mind and not holding back. Because before you was holding back, you had no platform. There was no social media to really tell people what was going on inside of you. Hey, you know what? I feel like this world is about to change. Now we put a label on it, third eye experience, but some people are just like, I'm changing. If you feel more comfortable with saying that, my husband, he like to say, I'm metamorphing. And I'm like, okay, Metamorphosis, that's the name of his channel. Okay, I feel you. I feel what you're saying. Okay. Yeah. The old person that you used to be is gone. People might not even recognize you. That's how much you have changed. All right. So with that being said, y'all got 6 more minutes. And what else was I gonna say too? Gosh, I knew it was something else. I said I should have wrote it down because there was one last thing I was gonna say. I done forgot now. But I'm gonna have to compact it into a part 4 because I really wanted to expound a little bit more on how your spiritual and your physical are going to start connecting more. And it's going to start making sense more. Okay. I know a lot of people are, like busy, but it's not going to be so busy when the playing field gets equalized. I say again, it's not going to be so busy when the playing field gets equalized. People are going to have more time to actually talk to other people. And, that's what happens when you get free. You can actually talk to your neighbor and spend time with them and find out what they're all about. What do they come here to do and say, or whatever the case may be. All right. That's happening right now. Believe it, y'all. I'm telling you, the freedom is here. We just got to take hold and grab it right now. I know a lot of people was working from home and they didn't know, okay, this is time to get free. Everybody thought, okay, well, I'll just be working from home and whatever the case may be. No, if you didn't get free, you're going to go right back into corporate America. Oh, okay. Get free right now. Whatever you want to do and you came here to do, start doing it right now. Unapologetically. I don't care if you got to, DoorDash all day so you can do what you came here to do it. If you got to spark all day or whatever the case may be, but if you came here to be a carpenter and build things and show people how to build things, do it. If you came here to show people how to garden and take care of flowers, do it. If you came here to show people, how to, put together cars and take them apart, do that. I'm telling you, now is the time. I'm telling you, I definitely see a new world and an uplifting. And I know it was like we hardly even broke the surface when the pandemic hit, y'all. We hardly even broke the surface. It's so much more that needs to be done right now. Because some people went through the third eye awakening and they shut their third eye because they got some kickback from their family members, friends, like, oh, you shouldn't be talking like that. Or, I don't think that's right. But you knew something was different about you. You knew you started to change. You knew you started to feel freer and feel better, get more sleep. And when you get more sleep and you start taking care of yourself and people start to see a glow around you and you start feeling better for no reason, going on walks for no reason, smiling for no reason, actually, feeling happy about your life, you are going through that transition. Don't stop it from happening. I seen, I want to say two of my friends that stopped the whole process just because one person told them, you can't be doing all that. You doing too much. You doing the most. I'm like, y'all, some people will throw you off course. It was like, you should go back to your job or whatever the case may be. It's nothing wrong with working a job. But when you have found a way out and you can make money without that job, then do it. Don't let nobody stop you. If you can still pay your bills and still feel free, then do that. All right. So with that being said, I'm getting off of here because I know it's time for lunch and I ain't going to hold y'all. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Pew, 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 pew. Salute. Let me get on up off of here, y'all. Let me get off of here. Okay. Let me close down this live stream.